Welcome to the Nations vs. Nonprofits weekly briefing. This is your weekly briefing number 3. What federal recognition means. People hear the phrase federally recognized tribe all the time, but most never learn what recognition actually is. Some think it is a label the government hands out. Others think it is optional, or something a group can simply claim without proof. The truth is that federal recognition is not a cultural award or a symbolic status. It is the acknowledgement of a government that already exists, and it is based on records that show continuity, leadership, and authority over generations. Federal recognition does not create a tribe. It acknowledges a sovereign nation that has maintained its people, its leadership, and its political responsibilities over time. Recognition is documented in the Federal Register, which lists governments, not cultural clubs or nonprofit organizations. For a nation to be recognized, there must be extensive evidence showing that the government has operated continuously, that its citizens can be identified, and that leadership has been chosen through accountable processes. These records can include censuses, enrollment rolls, election certifications, land and jurisdictional documents, and correspondence between the tribal government and state or federal agencies. They reflect real governmental activity and demonstrate that the nation continued to function even during eras of removal, suppression, or political pressure. Nonprofits sometimes claim that recognition is just paperwork, or that it is something a group can opt out of if it prefers to remain traditional. This is not how sovereignty works. Sovereignty requires accountability, documentation, and continuity. Without these elements, there is no governmental structure to acknowledge. When a nonprofit claims to be a tribe but cannot show historical governance or recognize political authority, it is not being traditional. It is avoiding the responsibility that governments carry. Recognition matters because it protects the rights of citizens, establishes a nation to nation relationship with the United States, and ensures that the tribe has standing in decisions that affect its people. Without recognition, a group cannot exercise governmental authority, cannot speak on behalf of a nation in legal contexts, and cannot claim jurisdiction or treaty rights. These are powers held by governments, not by organizations or individuals. Understanding all of this helps clarify why recognition is such a critical distinction. It separates sovereign nations from corporations and protects the integrity of tribal governance across generations. Once you understand what federal recognition actually means, you can see why it cannot be imitated or declared by a nonprofit. Recognition reflects real continuity, real leadership, and real political authority. It is one of the clearest indicators that a nation has maintained its government over time. Thanks for watching this week's briefing. Nations vs. Nonprofits weekly briefings drop every Monday. Tune in for next week's subject, How Tribes Maintain Continuity.